Does Jamaica have a natal chart? Can we look at it? Can we talk about that before Melissa? Absolutely. My number one question the past couple of days. Let's get into it. So, Melissa, if you haven't heard or seen, is a tropical storm or a hurricane that is moving very, very, very slow around Jamaica. It is slow. It is deliberate. And it feels a little ancient because it's not just a weather system. This is kind of like a Saturn and Pluto and Venus story. And I'm holding my breath and my butt is puckered to figure out exactly what kind of story this is. So Pluto recently has gone direct in Aquarius, yeah? Let's take a look-see at Jamaica's natal chart. So transit Pluto in Aquarius is moving forward. Yes, what do they have there natally? They have Saturn there. So it's like a loose conjunction. Also, this is why we always look at the whole wheel. So let's go across. Okay, what is opposite Aquarius? Leo always. Oh, it's a Leo sun. Oh, it has its Mercury in Leo as well at the 22nd degree. Oh, it also has its Uranus in Leo at the 29th degree. Okay, sorry, I had noticed that before, and I just built up. But look at that north node. They never show the south node on these charts. So this is a Saturn conjunct south node and a loose conjunction with Pluto transit in their 5th house. Good golly, Miss Molly. So Pluto transit is in a applying loose conjunction with Jamaica's natal Saturn and South Node that are both in retrograde in Aquarius. Both in the 5th house, the house of creation, divine expression. Oh boy. So ask yourself, what happens when creation meets destruction? Isn't that interesting? That's been a lot of our conversation because it seems like you can't have one without the other. Or at least one tends to open the door for another, even though it really hurts and at first that door smacks you in the fucking face. What happens when creation meets destruction? When a nation's creative heart, it's tested by the same planetary and universal forces that once broke its own chains in the 1960s, the civil rights era, when we were trying to break some chains and we felt like we kind of did. And now we have an administration that wants to go back before the civil rights era, saying that civil rights is one of the biggest mistakes we've ever made. This is the time that Jamaica's birth chart was born because Jamaica in 1962 claimed sovereignty from the crown. Pluto conjunct Saturn, of course, is never random. I don't think anything's random. But those are both slow-moving mofers. So when they meet, they kind of scream to the world, hey, we're meeting, we're meeting, we're meeting, we're meeting. It might take us 10 years to meet, but we're meeting. Hey, we're meeting. Because it strips everything away that is false. Remember, Pluto's a stripper. Pluto loves to come in and say, oh, you think this is your power? Let's just see what you do without it. So it strips away everything that's false, including man-made laws that we are somehow trying to make divine. When man-made law should have never been divine to begin with. This is asking what still has power when the grid fails. If you've never been to Jamaica, it's very obvious that they were colonized and they are still trying to create sovereignty, even though they broke free in 1962. What still has power when the big collective grid fails? Because Pluto doesn't just like to destroy. He doesn't just like to strip. He loves to resurrect the truth. He loves to say, oh, wait a minute. This bitch was buried and she wasn't dead. She was a seed. Venus in transit is at home in Libra, but at that 18th degree, okay? Be healed or stay sick kind of Virgo degree. Virgo, that's where the South Node is right now. She's sitting right by Jamaica's natal moon in their first house, their appearance, their heart, emotions on the sleeves, the people, the body, the land itself, their heart, their creativity. This is a reminder that love, care, community is medicine. Colonial greed is still poison. And you can't just get rid of it. That shit stays in. Jamaica right now, their natal Venus in Virgo is opposing transit Saturn in Pisces. You hear all this Saturn, all this Pluto talk? This is why she's moving so damn slow. Pluto and Saturn go on their own terms. They're older. They move at a slower pace. But honestly, that's what's making her so fucking dangerous, is how slow she's moving. Also, I need you guys to just prepare. Like, we've already started into the weird weather, but I mean, it's just gonna get weirder for the next couple of years for us. Because, so Saturn and Neptune have retrograde back into Pisces. Then they're going to jump together into Aries in tropical astrology. But in sidereal, they'll be conjuncting in Pisces. So tropical, we'll have Aries, sidereal, Pisces. We're going to have a lot of crazy weather, water, too much water, droughts, fires, second suns, explosions, hopefully not nuclear weapons, but who knows at this point. Anyway, Saturn teaches patience through pressure. It's the weight of survival. It's the endurance of spirit. And Pluto, he likes to take that pressure and turn it into power. This storm is coated with so much of both. Two planets that really kind of defined and end empires. So what are we witnessing? More breaking free of man-made control, like an example. Jamaica has shown us over and over how to come back. Or is this a storm literally made by man to try to show us that Saturn, Pluto will always... Are they showing that man-made laws are trying to hold on to too freaking much and don't want to show anyone that they can break free of colonization? Show anyone any examples of people who do that well? Listen, I'm not a big conspiracy person. I've never been they control our weather. I know for a fact right now that what the administration is doing is making it to where the lines are so blurred. We don't know what's real and we don't know what's fact. Conspiracy and truth is the same. So we won't know what is real. So he can say, that's not a real file. That's not my name. It's been too colluded. Because even at this point, we're seeing that conspiracies have shown some kernels of truth, yeah? And the line between natural and engineered chaos is dissolving like fucking salt in the sea. And all your light and all your prayers and all your magic to Jamaica. We are holding a spiritual initiation for the rest of us, the rest of the world, in a lot of ways. To show the world what rebuilding actually looks like when you refuse to bow to empire. Or also maybe Mother Earth is just done with the empire. Maybe she's helping us out. I'm not sure. To be honest, you could read it both ways. All I know is that I'm praying for them. That is a big looking storm. She is slow. It's not her wind. It's her water. She's carrying a lot of memory. Gulf of Mexico, Atlantic, that ocean has a lot of pain in it. And like that's from history, but Donald Trump is causing even more, just shooting up any boat he says and says it's full of drug dealers when it's fishermen. Who is going to be a part of Jamaica's community? Is it going to be the US or the UK? Are the colonizers, are they going to be helping out? Do you want their help? Sorry, that's why it's taken me so long to make a video on this. It's showing a lot, but also still trying to really mull through and understand and integrate those signs.